Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple two-tone Rolex Submariners. We're going to compare the older 16613 with the newer version, the 116613. Rolex introduced the First Submariner in 1953. This was one of the first dive watches ever produced. It was the first watch to be water resistant to 100 meters, and it really inspired an entire category of watches. The two models we're looking at today were produced a little bit later. The first one is the Rolex 16613, started production in 1988, and that continued all the way until 2009. In 2009, it was replaced with the newer updated reference number 116613, and that was produced from 2009 up until present day. Both the 16613 and the 116613 have a lot of similarities. They both come with a 40mm stainless steel case, also an 18-karat gold bezel and 18-karat gold crown. There are a few different color variations that are the same through both models. You can get the black dial with the black bezel, or you can get the blue dial with the blue bezel. Both models also have the Gemset SerDes dial available. Both of these reference numbers come with the 40mm stainless steel case, but they do look different in size. You can see when they're next to each other that the newer version looks quite a bit bigger even though it's the same 40mm case. This is because they've upgraded to the super case design. The super case is thicker in design, and it also has wider and bigger lugs, which makes it look a little bit bigger and also fit bigger on your wrist. You might notice that the 116613 here on the right, the dial looks larger. That's because it has the maxi dial that has larger lume plots all the way around compared to the smaller lume plots on the older version. They've also changed the lume between these two models. The older version uses the Luminova, which glows green in the dark, and the newer one uses the Chromalight, which has a blue color when the lights go out. Probably the most obvious difference when you look at these two watches is the bezel. The older version uses an aluminum bezel insert. The newer version has been upgraded to the Cerachrome bezel insert. And you can see the difference right away. Just look at how the light hits the Cerachrome bezel. It's really shiny, it's really reflective, it's really sharp, and there's a lot of contrast. While the older aluminum bezel is a little bit more matte looking, it's a little dull, and it just reflects the light different. The Cerachrome bezel has a more refined look, and it's also a lot more durable. The older bezels tend to scratch, and once it was scratched, there's nothing you could really do other than replace it. The newer ones are a lot more durable and a lot more resistant to scratching. Both of these watches utilize the Rolex caliber 3135. Both of them have a 48-hour power reserve, and it's a time and date watch. The 16613 here on the right has Rolex's upgraded parachrome hairspring, and this hairspring is a lot more durable than the previous versions. It's also blue, so you can easily tell when you're looking in the case back. The 16613s have either hollow end links on the older models or solid end links on the newer models, but they all have hollow center links. The newer 16613 just feels a little bit better in your hand. It feels a little bit more solid, it feels a little more robust. Part of this is because of the solid center links that it has. They all have solid end links, and the clasp has been updated. This clasp is now using Rolex's Oyster lock safety clasp. Also has the glide lock dive extension. This is a really nice feature. It works really easily, and it also serves as a micro adjustment. You don't have to pull it all the way out. You can move it just a click or two. If I go in here, you can probably see the adjustments. If your watch is fitting a little bit tighter or a little bit looser, you can move it a click at a time, and you have a great micro adjustment. So if you like the newer 16613, the little more refined look, a little beefier watch, or you prefer the classic 16613 with a little more classic and subdued look, they're both great watches. Well, that does it for today. Thanks for hanging out with us. Be sure to like and subscribe for more watch reviews, comparisons, and how-to guides.